next tonight the story of the First World War soldiers fighting for a country they'd never actually set foot in. Tens of thousands of Sikhs travelled from India to play a vital part in the British war effort in Turkey, Egypt and Europe. Many of their descendants are now settled here in the Midlands, but some feel their sacrifice hasn't been properly recognised, as Giles Latcham reports.
When Britain went to war in 1914, it looked to its empire for help.
Another page is being written in the history of a great Indian race.
And in the Punjab, in northern India, they found willing volunteers aplenty.
The Sikh had proven himself as to be the most staunchest, the most bravest, the most versatile, prolific soldier that the British armies had ever come across in their global adventures.
And Jagdish's grandfather, pictured on the left, aged just 15, was one of those to answer the call.
My grandfather, Mugger Singh, he was already eager to go. 2 previous generations already in the army, fighting, soldiering, battles. That was already in his DNA.
And he wasn't alone. To begin with, 35,000 Sikhs fought beneath the British flag. By war's end, it was over 100,000. In Birmingham, the film's in production, highlighting what some call a hidden history.
It's a story that's not being told in its entirety, but something that we can be quite passionate and quite inspired by as third-generation British Asians. That our forefathers fought in the Great War and had a part in that, particularly in this anniversary year.
We are full of fight and ready to do our bit as long as the war lasts. I'm proud of it that we did, or my ancestors did, and my tribe, Sikh, they did it. So I'm quite proud in saying that we stood for the right reasons.
As the war goes on, they realise they need something a bit thicker.
But to begin with, the kit issued to Sikh troops offered scant protection from the freezing mud of the French trenches.
The actual Indian officers were complaining about the situation, but as usual, they get dismissed because they're not British troops. That's the way they're looking at them, which is an awful shame, because the men are fighting and dying just the same as everybody else.
In Coventry, Jagdish's hometown, a marble memorial commemorates the Sikh contribution. It's inaccessible, though, tucked away on a busy roundabout, and some feel theirs is a sacrifice too often forgotten.
Today, in modern Britain, we simply have no recognition of this phenomenal contribution of a people who hadn't even set foot on Britain, and yet were fighting for Britain.
Sikh tradition has it to die on the battlefield is an honour. In World War I, largely through their loyalty to Britain, thousands did just that. Giles Latcham, BBC Midlands Today, Coventry.